Hey YouTube, it's Christina from Keystone Beauty here, and I've decided I wanted to do a little bit of a different kind of feel for videos, just a few of them. I know that school has started for some places, or school is just about to start, or it basically it's just the beginning of the school year, and I wanted to kind of do a couple of like mini episodes, I guess you would call them. I don't know. I'll think of a name for them of like tips and advice on, high school makeup, maybe high school skincare, how to dress, stuff like that. I know there's many videos out there, but I kind of just been wanting to think of some videos I can post up that would be helpful for anybody. And I know that it's just the beginning of the school year, so I thought these would be, just right. And I just haven't been able to think of some videos and just really been wanting to record. I just don't want to just record some random stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about high school makeup, and it's just going to be like the basics that you should have. And obviously, if you have a lot of money or you're able to just go spend money from your parents, then you can have assortments of makeup. But if you're kind of like how I was and you weren't able just to buy whatever you had because you weren't able to spend your parents' money, maybe you just don't have a job and you're not able to spend money, then obviously just kind of some basic makeup that your parents may buy for you or whatever, or for birthday. Some things that I think are important to have if you're deciding to use makeup. And I can get into this a whole new video, but obviously I think that for high school, I think the more, the more makeup you wear, the, the less you look attractive. Like, and it depends on how you apply it, obviously, 'cause I had no idea how to put, well, I had some idea how to put makeup on in high school, but I was not nearly as good as I am now. So I know that a lot of times you're a beginner at makeup, so you just feel like the more you cover up and the more makeup you have on, the more beautiful you are. But I will tell you right now, less is always best, especially when you master makeup a little bit more. You'll start looking, you'll start perfecting the natural look. I'm gonna ramble, so let me just go on it. And so if you're in high school and you're interested in makeup and you're just not sure what to do, or you already are wearing makeup, I have some advice and tips for you on what you should go buy if you wanted to start out makeup or you already have it, what you should wear for makeup when you're at high school. Because, I mean, you're not going to be going to a prom, you're not going to be going out on a date night or whatever. So you really don't need to wear all that much makeup. You just need to kind of enhance your features and, brighten up your face. And there's so many products out there. But like I said, if you're kind of just minimal on money, these are kind of the things I think you should just wear. And it just, if you just get these steps down with these few things, you can just, it can make a whole big difference for your day and your face. Alright, so obviously I think that mascara is just one of the most important things to wear, because even if you don't have any time at all for any makeup besides one, mascara definitely does a big difference in how you look. It opens up your eyes, it just makes a big difference. So I think the number one you should get is mascara, and yeah, there's a whole video on which mascara you should get, which ones are the best, but definitely have to say, if you had to pick anything at, like Walmart that's cheap and that's pretty good, it would say CoverGirl Lash Blast. And if you don't know, if you haven't tried that out, that's just one suggestion. So there's mascara, and there's so many different things you could do, different factors, but foundation would be obviously a good one, especially if you have acne. But you definitely have to make sure your skincare routine is very good, because I know when I had acne, I thought I needed to use this really heavy foundation. I needed to cake it on to cover up all these blemishes, but just be very careful what you do. And honestly, I would suggest you to find a lightweight or even just a tinted moisturizer from like your drugstore that you would like, just so you can at least even out your skin tone, which means like even out that redness you have or some things. You have just try not to focus on trying to cover up your blemishes. How about you try to more focus on clearing your skin, because the more stuff you put on your skin, the more it's going to irritate and clog your pores, which causes more acne. So I would just say, if you want to put something on your face, find a good mineral powder or find a really lightweight foundation that has good ingredients in it. I use the Crush Botanicals foundation, which is a little bit more coverage than a tinted moisturizer, but it isn't like a big, huge coverage, but it has good ingredients that won't clog your pores and break you out. So, one, mascara. Two, find your foundation that you need. I can do a whole video on finding your match for your face, but that's just a long story. So, definitely the two essentials. If you're going to obviously put some eyeshadow on, because I know I put eyeshadow on, and I wasn't dreadful at it, but I didn't know there's so many different ways you could put on eyeshadow. But if you're going to use eyeshadow, I would suggest you to find one nice neutral toned eyeshadow because it goes well with everybody. Neutral tone would be like, browns, could be dark, light, taupey colors, maybe some purples, but I was going to say browns, maybe some greens, coppery colors, bronzy. I always went for the bronzy, goldy bronze colors because it really does a great job with, brown hair, brown eyes. It just looks really nice that way, and just neutral colors are really good. I would just find that one color you think looks good on you. Get a makeup brush. Don't use the little sponge applicators. Find a eyeshadow brush. Whip it on. I would suggest you to find an eyeshadow primer. I mean, you don't need to have a bunch of makeup on that needs to last forever because you're just going to be going to school for like what, 6 hours? I can't remember how long school is. Maybe it's only like, I don't know. I haven't been in high school in a while. But yeah, if you want to get eyeshadow primer, I suggest you to get it. It makes your eyeshadow stick onto your eyelid a lot better. It actually can bring out the color a bit bolder instead of making it look like it's very light. So find any primer at the store. I mean, most of them will work. Hard Candy has cheap ones. I think they're decent. But yeah, I have this really cool color. This is from Urban Decay Sin. This is a high-end makeup. It's not from a drugstore, but find something like this or some brownie colors. I had this from a independent company online. It's like a coppery maroon color it's pretty eyeshadow for all over your lid. So find that neutral color for your lid. Put the eyeshadow on, put your foundation on, and then I would suggest you to find, if you want to do blush or bronzer, I know like that's a big popular thing in high school. I mean, I noticed some girls who did a lot of bronzer, and I would suggest you to really, really be careful how much you put on because you don't want to just like walk by somebody and then they only notice your bronzer. You want to just enhance your features and make you look nice. But I would suggest you find a if you're gonna get blush or bronzer, a lot of times it's just blush, but try to find a cream blush because I know it's kind of hard to apply blush. I know it was for me when you're kind of a beginner in makeup. A cream is just kind of easier because you just kind of get a little bit. It depends on the brand, so they always can be kind of hard to put on or not. But you just get a little bit on your finger, so you know how much you have on. I would suggest you to kind of test it on your hand first to make sure you know how well it goes on. But, just use circular motions. I don't know if you can see that. Wow, I suck. Just use circular motions and put it on your cheeks. Not all over, not all the way down here, just right here on the apples of your cheeks, and blend it very well with your fingers, and that can just give you a touch of color, minimal, it's simple. And I say cream because, like I said, it's easier. You don't have to buy a brush for your blush if you're kind of just in the basics of makeup, and I just think it would be easier. And then last but not least is lips. And I know sometimes you kind of just want to put something on your lips. Find a decent, neutral, or I mean, it doesn't matter. You can wear whatever color you want. I would suggest lip gloss. Lipstick can be a little bit harder to put on, and if you're a beginner like I was, it's really easy to make it look really bad if you make it go over your lips and it looks bad. Lip gloss is never a bad thing to do because it's simple to put on. Get whatever color you want, and it's moisturizing half the time, so it's just something easy to put on. So, my tips for high school makeup from minimal, choices, I would say mascara, foundation of your choice, cream blush, neutral eyeshadow, eye primer, and lip gloss. That's really all you really need. A lot of times that's kind of what I do even now if you're just going out for a job. Like, I mean, I think it starts for high school. You really don't need a whole lot of makeup when you're just in a setting where it's not really appropriate for it. Unless, you know, you feel like it that day. I mean, obviously, it's a personality, you can do what you want. But if you're just kind of an average person who just kind of wants to put some makeup on and they're not very dramatic personality, then this is kind of my suggestion on how you go about doing that. I hope this was helpful. Definitely comment below if you have any questions, any recommendations on certain brands or whatever. I would love to help. That's why I love making videos. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon about another high school episode. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.